Oh, that's a horse's ass. It's terrible. Alright, I'm back to do another gouache painting. The last one didn't really turn out as well as I had hoped. This one, I did struggle quite a lot with it, I felt. But I'm back, and yeah, I'm going to give the other one a go. Now this is the one that I said that I was going to do the other day. That one. So this is the one that I wanted to do. I've still got all these other ones, but this is the next one that I want to do. I think this one is has all the colours that I'd like to try. I want to get into the warmer colours. So yeah, that's the subject. Okay. I'm not sure what's causing everything to wobble all the time. I'll have to figure that out at some stage. Anyway, let's get on with it. So what do I need? I think I'm going to, I've still got this from yesterday. I'm just going to reuse it. I don't see the point in putting anything new. Well, actually, I've still got yellow there. I'll put some new yellow on top. We'll see. We'll see. So these are basically the same colours that I used before. Probably won't need that much red. Why won't the lids go on? There we go. Just trying to think for the cool tones. Oh yeah, I will need blue, but I'm just trying to choose which blue. I really love this lake blue. That's this one here. Actually, still got a little bit on my palette. Actually, I'm just about good to go, I think. Just put a bit more white on. Just put it here. Now, as I said in the last video, I'll probably go through a shit ton of white, and that's fine. So, plan of action. Plan of action, indeed. Let me just... Everything's going to shake for a second. I'll just edit it out. But I need this up here. And that way. Alright. Okay, so I'm thinking that I might need to put a bit of the horse in, at least the space on the page where it's going to be. You probably can't see that yet, but just bear with me. Itty bitty details. Okay. Let's get painting. There's some really deep blues around the bottom of the reference, just around that area down there. It's very dark, desaturated. I don't know if I want to start with that. What's this brush? Let's try this one out. Actually, I just want to use this one to mix at least. So I want to make up that orangey yellow. So let's go for it. Oh, it's got a lot of water on this. I rinsed this. I need to spray these dry ones. I'll clean that up in a minute. A bit more yellow. All right, we've started. We've started. I think I'll just use this brush. I won't mess with the other one. So we do need to get towards, I think it would be nice to put some greens in there as well. Along the back. I probably could have moved the horse up a little bit, but let's just fill this back part. There we go. Right, so add a little bit of this blue. I'll put this mixture over here, more yellow, and a bit of red. Oh, probably went a little bit on the, I can't remember which blue I picked. Does it matter? Was it this blue? Okay. Obviously, because I had too much water on this dish, it's a very watery mixture on here. So we'll see how that plays out. I was really bummed yesterday about this one, that it didn't turn out. You know, I was hoping I'd be able to draw something, paint something. But it just really wasn't working for me. Just wasn't working for me. I need a darker mixture. And I need a lot more of it. It's something that I'm coming to realise is that I don't put enough paint. I don't mix up enough paint. And I feel that's quite important. Because we're getting darker down here. That stands out a lot. It's either too dry and scratchy or it's not enough. I just haven't cracked the code, the gouache code yet. See, the edges are a little bit darker, so I'm just going to try and put that in. I definitely think, in fact, I'm almost 100% certain that my problem is I'm not using enough paint. But this is just the first layer, so it's fine. I guess that's a disadvantage of reusing dried up gouache, is that it's very hard to reactivate sometimes. And this has just been sitting out because I just got it yesterday after I painted this horse that you probably can't see at the moment. I got up and I just left everything where it was. Because I didn't want to deal with it. But I'm back, and that's the main thing. I think the main thing is all about showing up. Is that because that's the hardest part, right? The hardest part is showing up. despite your failures or perceived failures. I don't know, someone might look at that painting that I did yesterday and think that, you know, what's wrong with you? That looks all right. But it's not what I wanted it to look like. So you can probably see that I'm just using varying degrees of the same colours. Don't know if that's normal. I would say so. Because it gives a little bit of, I don't know, what's the word? Unity with all the colours. So I will have to shade this horse eventually, but not right now. Come on, paints, activate, activate. I'm actually using quite a lot of red today. See, it's all dry there on my palette already. It's clearly not enough. Might have to put some fresh paint out instead of complaining about it. Oops, that was too much red. Now all my paints that are on this little palette dish are going to end up being smushed together. I'm not really worried about the ears because I think I'm going to have to paint over them a couple of times. Well, I was kind of hoping that I would be able to see my pencil underneath, but I can't. Oh well, that's life, right? Put some of this darker one under here. Now I'm only putting the really light white parts down to remind myself of where they are. Okay, I think that will do for the horse. For now at least. I wonder what that blue was underneath there. I'll have to look back on the footage and see if I can see where that came from. Okay, let's leave the horse alone and work on this back part. Get that into the brush, smush it in. Makes it so bright and vibrant, and then I've got to tone it down. Just a tiny little bit of red, a bit more. A little bit of white. Now that I look at it, this colour isn't really any colour that I actually see in there. It's more of a reddish tinge. More of the colour that I accidentally put on the beach yesterday. But that's alright, because I'm just going to blend them all together. I was looking at some master paintings online. You know how some galleries have you can view their galleries online without going in person, and I quite like to do that sometimes, and I haven't done it in a while. And I realised when I was looking at some of, I think it was Monet's paintings, how he blended the sea and different colours and the brush strokes, and they're really, you know, some of them are really quite loose. And it just reminded me that maybe I'm trying to achieve the impossible. Maybe part of the problem is I don't know what it is that I'm trying to achieve, actually, when I think about it. And I think what I might do is I might actually do a master study very soon, just so I can have a look and see what it is. Just see what it is. See how they created their paintings with those loose, expressive brush strokes. I mean, I looked up some others. They're just basically impressionists. But I really enjoyed their work. It doesn't help that I've been feeling a little bit off lately. I don't know what it is. Just everything feels really lackluster. And I'm having a hard time trying to find motivation to do anything, which is a bit strange. But I just had some biscuits this morning with my coffee, and it made me feel a little bit ill, so maybe I'm coming down with something, I don't know. So I'm still just covering the paper at this stage. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. I just need to take a 2-minute break. Let's see. I think what I might do is I might just stop and analyse what I'm doing first. So I think I need to bring in some of that darker colour. That it's almost a mid-range colour in the water. Just in the where is it? In the back part here. It's really kind of a muddy orange, isn't it? I do have some muddy oranges on my palette, and I need to darken the bottom area down here. Down there. That looks like a really deep blue. In fact, I could probably play that blue up a little bit, the blue and orange, because they're opposite colours. that might be worth playing up. Also gives a chance for the paper to dry. I've got to put something up here. Now that I look at the reference, it looks like there's a bit of foliage blurred out up the top, and I think that's overhanging foliage. But I think I might actually just continue the water all the way up. I'll do that now. Yeah, I'll just continue that all the way up. I could put some bushes there, but I think that if I put anything that's too different from what I've got down here, it's going to stand out too much and take too much attention. All right, let's make up some more. Oh, that's bright. Right. Come on, yellow. Need more yellow. Nearly out of this one. I do have some of the same colour in a different brand, but let's just finish this one first. And I might put some of this ultramarine down as well for the dark blue down the bottom. And I'm having trouble reactivating that paint on the scale of paint that I need, so that will do. These are the three colours I've used so far, plus white. I mean, I could put a sunset or something there, but I think then I'd have to put all the reflections in, and it's just going to change the lighting. So I don't really think that's something that I can do. Dog. I have to let that dry. You can see that it's starting to peel. That's alright. I can walk around the edges, make a slightly darker mix. Geez, really going through this yellow. Holy moly. I don't know why I'm surprised. I guess I'm still layering colour at this stage. Not really. I can't really put any details in just yet. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting a more warmer colour in between the dark and the lighter orange, brighter orange, because I feel that it's like a transitional colour. I don't know about this top part, but I'll keep going. Okay, let me just take a minute. That top part is really too orange at the moment. I need to bring some green in, but I'm just waiting for that to, it's still very wet. I might work on the horse for a little bit. How am I going to put this? Just put this here. Try this one. Still, these brushes still have the paint in from yesterday too. I don't know if you can see that, it's still paint in there. So this is the Royal Langnickel number 2. You can see there what it is. And it's just a angle brush. Alright, what was I doing? The horse. Okay. Where do these hairs come from? I think that's dog hair. I guess when Jonesy was around, I used to get cat hair in my paintings, which I don't mind. It's not like I sell them. I wish I could. Wish I could sell some paintings. I did try once to sell on Gumtree, but and someone came around and had a look and they didn't buy it. So she said, I thought it was bigger. And I did put the dimensions in the ad, and it wasn't for that much money either. I think it was only for like, I don't know, $40 or $50. It was a painting of a horse. If I remember, I'll put the picture up. But yeah, it was disappointing. I mean, I guess I lost confidence. So that happens. I mean, what can you do? Not really. You can't force someone to buy your work. But I mean, I would like to be in, you know, I don't know. I'd like to sell. Okay, let's make some of that darker mixture. I'll put that over here because I don't really care if it mixes in with the rest of it. Might use that burnt umber, a little bit of burnt umber from last time. More blue. Get into a little bit more greeny blue. Need more yellow. Let's put a whole chunk of yellow down. There we go. Surely that's enough. I had no idea that I was going to be using so much yellow. I can't remember what part I was going to do. What was I going to do? I don't remember. Need some of this up here anyway. This isn't watercolor paper either, by the way. This is just a normal sketchbook. It's just, where is it? 150 GSM. I don't know. I certainly wouldn't do this on printer paper. Okay, we're getting down to smaller and smaller details. Smaller and smaller details. Might need some more red. Not too much, just a tad. It's such a strong tinting colour. You watch. See how quickly that overpowers it? More yellow. Just a little bit of white. Let's have a look. Okay. I guess I'm trying to go like horizontal across here, but it's not really horizontal, is it? Is it too late for me to change direction? I suppose not. There's some lovely light areas here too. Okay, a little bit of a darker mix. Getting into some darker areas. It's really just a push and pull between all these different colours and areas and getting them all in. I haven't done the light bits yet. Did I disturb your dog? I find it incredible that you can use the same colour, the same 3 colours, to do an entire painting. Okay, let's get some light colours in there. Actually, let's go back onto the horse. Let's let that rest for a minute. I want to get some of those darker colours into the horse. I might need some more blue. Ooh. Which I want this blue. Let's brighten it up a little bit. Let's use both. I will need to tone it down a little bit though. Oops. Probably doesn't do much for my brushes when I smush it in like that. That's thick paint. I wasn't expecting that. Whew. Some of these bits I'll blend in. And I'll do that right now. Let's try out this brush. And my glasses. Let's try blending this out first. Yeah, that's not working. Whoops. Whoops. I feel like that's my catch cry. Whoops. I don't think I have to do too much blending. It's just in some areas. I can already feel myself starting to get into that mindset where I just want it all to be perfect again. When I'm talking about the brush work, so I have to stop that. I mean, there are some places that need a little bit more brush work, but I don't want to scrub the paper too much because I feel that the paper will just disintegrate. I mean, how much do I need to put in for it to look like a horse? I think I'm doing it all right so far. But sometimes it blends and sometimes it doesn't. Well, I mean, well, it's not too bad. I don't hate it like I did the other one. Because I really hated that one. I don't hate the painting itself, I just hated the process I went through to make it. Just did not enjoy it. I'm enjoying this one a little bit more. Although I don't think this paper can take much more pushing and pulling. All right, let's leave the horse for a minute. Just assess. I need to put some more lights. I think the time for highlights is here. So I'm going to use a warm highlight. Back up here, around here. Ooh. Oh gosh, what? Too much, too much. Need to, let me get this one. I mean, that's fine. It could be turbulence from where the horses walked into the water, so yeah. Need some risky. Oh, I was going to do the cool ones down there. No, actually, that works out better. The warm one's in the cool area and the cool one's in the warm area. Oof. Now obviously these are too clean, so I'm just going to mess them up just a little bit. Okay. Nearly done, nearly done. I'm concentrating, can you tell? Okay, let's go a little bit bold. Just really add some touches. Let's see if we can blend some of that in with this brush. This is a very soft brush. Just some of these harsher edges. I feel like there's a line around this horse. Not on purpose, it's just it's really hard to paint around it. What brush was I using? I was using this one? I think so. Let's see what we can do. This paper is about to give in this section. Now it looks a little bit blobby. Let's try and fix it up. Just going to add a little bit of this, if I can. just here underneath. I need to mix up a little bit more. Well, that's nice and bright. Might be too bright. I mean, I guess I could put sticky tape around it so I don't accidentally paint over it, but it's a bit late for that. Put some more of this bright colour in, just so it doesn't, you know, it's not just in that one section. Alright, let's I actually think I'm just about ready to call this done. Just want to put some highlights on the horse. Oh, pardon me. Oh, that's a horse's ass. It's terrible. Maybe if I just, it's a terrible shape. Right, let's just blend this part in a little bit. It's standing out too much. To get a little bit more of a warmer tone in as well. Just in some areas because I feel like the horse is a little bit too cold. Okay, I think I'm nearly done with that. Just give me a little bit of a warmer light to put on the top. Actually, let's go really warm. We'll change the shape of the horse. Put something resembling an ear. And also the hair of the horse. Let me see. Ugh. I don't like that at all. I'll have to re-put the eye in. Oops. Can we scrub a little bit of the stuff? Not really. Let's just do that instead. This might work good for the shadow under here. Let's see if I can put this eye back in with a really teeny tiny dot. I'm gonna need a better brush than that. Let's try this one. And then I think I'll call it done. I need my glasses. Something's not quite right. I think it's this. Just going to put that other ear in. Realise I'm missing an ear. I think the tail is a little bit poopy, but okay. Alright, I think I'm done. I'm done. That's our painting. That's our painting for today. Don't know how long that took me. Feels like forever. But I forgot to set my timer, so I don't know. I don't know. But that's what we've got. We've got this painting. Much better than this one. But yeah. How's that? How's that? Alright, that's it for me today. I will be back with the next, whatever it is, activity that I do. So look out for that. If you like this kind of stuff, consider subscribing because, I don't know, it's nice. It's nice to see people enjoying it. I don't know. Let me know if you do. I'll catch you later. Keep drawing, everyone.